So, there we go. We're all good. Is it up? Yeah, there we go. Right. Yeah. So Colin's sorting out his children. So you're just waiting on me. So, yeah. But yeah, welcome to China. We've got quite an interesting race ahead of us. So we have got a couple of reserves of Gainful Odds, Sky Eye and Osso Bosso joining us this evening. Best of luck to those lads. As we just wait for Colin and as Kieran says, well done, give your predictions before the end of Q3. I'll give my predictions now. What predictions would you like? The winner and podiums or pole? Or all four? I'm just going to go for all four. So, everything. Okie dokie. Pole. I'm going to go for Cam and Poulter. And our podium sitters, I'm going to go for Matthias, Osso Bosso, and Aiden. In no particular order. So they're my predictions, and when Colin eventually comes back, I guess we'll put his in as well. But yeah, as I said, we're at China for this evening. As I get a notification from PlayStation. Nice. We've got a whopping... Right, fastest lap so far at China is Nico Rosberg with a 1 minute 34.951. Will anyone be able to beat it tonight? Let's find out, and I'm quickly going to get the track up on my phone. As we've got the ready up now. Yes, we've got 16 corners, and the last time this come up in the calendar, as I was saying, the last time this was in the calendar was Season 2. We had it for pre-season in Season 3. And, yeah. But, good evening, gents, and a very good luck to those who are driving. Oh. As we just load in. As we wait for those to select the tyre selection Just waiting on a couple people. And still waiting. We got 20 seconds on the clock. So far in the lead, we've got Mr. Aidan Gray, followed by Matthias and Colpy, Armin86, Cammy, Red Dog, Kieran, Scotty and Paranoid are on the same points. Schnitzy, Jacket, Cameron Porter, El Jobbo, Nico Rosberg, Clay, Joseph, Matey Boy, Henke, Warrior Huntsman and Ronan Taurus. And it's a wet qualifying. Ooh, that is going to be quite interesting. And everyone's on the inters, as we've got a comment coming through, and Kieran says wet quali dry race. Thank you very much. Who's going to be the first one out? And it is the Hassov Red Dog. As we go round turn 1. Oh, it looks quite tricky out there. And Cammy says engineer said only 10 minutes of rain, so probably dry runs at the end. Okie dokie. So we'll go on board with Red Dog on his outlap. Who else is behind him? It is Nico Rosberg behind him, previously known as Mazza Spin. So let's see if he will do any spinning today, with Armin just behind him. We just wait for those on outlaps to go around the track. As we go around turn 13 and down sector 3, essentially sector 3. As Red Dog coming up to turn 14. And round 16, and Red Dog is on his first lap. Let's see how he will face up to the wet track. So we go round turn 1 and 2. Now into 3. Pretty cautious so far. No DRS as it is raining. And down to turn 6. A 27.4 for the first sector for Red Dog. As we... And Keenan says looks hella wet. Yes, it does. As our Red Dog comes up to turn 9. And it is a 1 minute .228 for Red Dog. So we've got a yellow flag somewhere out on track. And round turn 13. And he's gonna be hitting the brakes about now. Yeah. Red Dog, we're in the car number 2. As we come up to the final corner. And a 1 minute 46.012 so far for Red Dog. So we go to Nico, who has essentially had a spin. And Armand sets a 1 minute 44.3. Who's going to be next across the line is Al Jobber with a 146.320. Ronan Source a 145.648. Matthias with a 145.33399. And now it is Schnitzy who comes in with a 1 minute 45.716 and Aiden Gray a 1 minute 45.076. Cameron Poulter a 144.929. Sky with a 144.571. And there he is. Is he going to do any spinning? Mr. Cammy Mo. Very nicely taken on turn 16. And it's a 1 minute 45.372. Who will be next across the line? It will be Gainful Odds, but he's not on a lap. But it is Matey Boy who is steaming. But it is a 207.114. Next is Red Dog, who has gone out on another lap and doesn't improve. Oh, who was that who set up Purple Sector 1? It's Kieran. Letting what looks to be Ronan past. As we get another comment come through. No, we do not. As we just sit on with Kieran, who sets a 59.989 in the second sector. Now we'll have the tow from Cameron, and it looks to be brightening up a little bit. As Kieran lets his ERS go wild. As Sky comes in with a 144.339 to take provisional first in Q1. And it does look very, very, very wet. And Kieran sets a 145.320, puts in P6. Clay sets a 145.239. And Gainful sets a 146. That's not going to help him. Go on board with Armand Plays, who is 0.026 seconds up. As we'll just go around the last corner, on board with him. As he invalidates last corner as well. Schnitzy's invalidated, Eden's in the pits. Clay's a quarter of a hundredth up. And who is that behind him? It is Cammy Mo. Is Cammy on a lap? Yes, he is. As Clay lets him go through. And it is a 59.662 Purple Sector 2 for Cammy, who's got dropped from the Mercedes team to Williams, unfortunately. And down to turn 14. Has the rain stopped? No, not yet, as Cammy's tail slips out on him. Coming out of turn 15. Oh, almost an invalidation, but it is a 1 minute 45.221 for Cami. And we've got Nico Rosberg, who is out on a lap, just coming out of turn 13. As we pass Armand Plays, who is currently in second place. And into turn 14. Rain seems to be getting a bit lighter now. Bit of a dry-ish patch come in. Will someone risk the soft tyre? As Nico sets a 1 minute 44.056 to take first position here in Q1. As Teddy Henke sets a 27.463 in the first sector. We'll just stick on the outboard camera for the moment. As we get another comment come through, and it is, Kieran says it's slippy as hell out there. Well, it is raining, so I would think that. So try not to put your right boot too much, Kieran, as Teddy Yankee sets a 59.476. Teddy being slow out of turn 13. As we come down the straight to turn 14. Kieran says I have a heavy right foot, allow it. No, I will not. As Teddy Henke comes round the last corner. And sets a 1 minute 45.575. The last to not set a time is Osso Bosso, who is in the pits. Oh, is that El Jobbo without a nose cone? Yes, indeed it is. Matthias coming out the last corner. Coming up to the last corner, sorry. What time will he set as he comes across the line? A 1 minute 44.743. Aiden coming up to the last corner and set a 1 minute 47.227. A lot of invalidations coming up. As Gainful comes up to 14. How will he do as we just come out of turn 15 as well? Time's looking not bad, from a 1:46.539 to a 1 minute 45.762. Puts him into P16. No sign of Osso Bosso coming out the pits as of yet. As Matthias comes down straight in sector 3. And has it stopped raining? Yes, it has. Will anyone try the soft tyre? As of yet. Yeah. It is Matey Boy trying out the softs. We'll go on board with him now, just to see how he is doing. Seems to be drying up a bit, but I guess we'll see in his sector times if it is any quicker. Matey Boy says No, it is not time for the softs. Is that Armand coming back into the pits? Yes, it is. Let's see how Kieran's doing as he comes towards turn 14. Seems to have had a moment somewhere. And there is also on an out lap with 3 minutes and 20 seconds to go as Kieran goes straight into the pits. Teddy Henke on an out lap. No, this is his actual lap. Will he do any better? Yes, he will. A 1:45.141. Red Dog, who is in the drop zone, coming back into the pits. Come on, Poulter. 16 thousandths of a second faster in sector 1 by the looks of things. Oh, Cameron. I know Kieran said he's got a heavy right foot, but that is something else. And how is Warrior Huntsman doing? Going round turn 3. And I believe we've just welcomed the Osso Zone, as I've seen multiple people join the stream. As Blue says, I'm an Osso fan today since he's an Alpine. Let's go Osso. As Teddy Henke's binned it. Where would that be? I think that is in the... Ooh. That is turn 7. Where is he? Oh, I think he's on the inside. And no, that is turn 9. As Warrior Huntsman goes 6 tenths quicker, who is currently P15. Struggling to get the car in to 13 as Nico Rosberg retires in the pits. No one being able to get close to Nico Rosberg. The closest person is Sky, 3 tenths behind. As Warrior Huntsman comes up to turn 16. And sets a 1:44.390. Puts himself P4. Let's have a look how Osso's doing as we come round turn 13. And Red Dog is out. Is that a retirement on track, I see? A yellow flag? No, that is a yellow flag in sector 2 for Clay. As we've got people retiring now. As Osso Bosso coming round turn 15. And how will he do? And I will be back in just 2 seconds. also is out. And Colin said Henky in, also out. As my dog comes in to say hello. And we have a dry Q2. Couple boys on the mediums, Warrior Huntsman, Cammy, Ronan, Sky and Schnitzy so far. And who's going to be the first out the pits? It is Mr. Aiden Gray. As we've got also saying, had exact same time as Henky, but he is P14 and I'm P16. Oh, as Nikki says, let's go also. Bit late now, Nikki. As we just wait on Aiden. And Cameron binned it. Well done, Cameron. Well done. So, we just wait for Aiden, who's just coming out of turn 9. And I've got myself some munch. So, I'm back to my Mr. Munch days. So, enjoy. Rankin says that lap was out of nowhere like an RKO. Kieran, no. Aiden, you may need to get off the grass. And Aiden is now in neutral. Aiden. And here we go, Aiden's first proper lap in the dry. As you go around turn 3 with Aiden. And he sets a 24.351 in the first sector. As Kieran says, 0 wet practice, this place is hard enough in the dry. Yeah, I'll agree with you on that one. It is very, very in the dry, let alone the wet. As we go around turn 9 with Aiden Gray, our race winner from last week, and he set a 52.201 in the second sector. Now all that matters is the final few turns. And J-Dye says, hey. Good evening to you, J-Dye. And how will he do out of turn 14 and 15? It is a 1 minute 32.374 for Aiden. Matthias, one of the Mercedes drivers, set a 32.964. And it is Nico Rosberg who is next. And he sets a 1 minute 32.973. Mario Huntsman a 33.730 and Schnitzy sets a 32.287 to go P1. Old Jobbo a 1 minute 33.350 and Cammy was on an outlap. Armin a 1:33.614. Roman Sora set a 1 minute 33.658. Teddy Henke a 149.380. Paranoid at 149.215. As Cammy sets at 24.8 something. I didn't look. As we go around turn 9 with Cammy, one of many Scotsmen that we have in the league, and he sets a 53.035 in the second sector. Out at turn 13 now. How will he do? As we say hello to Nico Rosberg. And Cammy set at 34.006. Kieran set at 24.758 in the first sector. And also purples it. Kieran, no more right foot for you. Come on. Don't want that rear slide now. As we go down towards turn 14 with Kieran. As Kieran goes round the last corner blistering speed and sets a 1 minute 33.626. Nico Rosberg 0.0059 seconds up. He's invalidated. Armin trying to improve his time, and he doesn't. As everyone's going into the pits. Let's stick on board with Armin, who set a 25.305, 0.6 over his original time. Armin doing 3 laps on his medium tyres so far. That's not going to do him any good. As he is now recharging his ERS. As Clay says a brisk hello to Kieran. And goes on for his first lap. What will he do in the first sector? It's going to be a 24.479. Not bad for Clay in the first sector. Was on the soft tyre. Turn 9 with Clay now. And he sets a 52.513 in the second sector. also purple. But are they personal purples or are they track purples? I guess we'll find out in about 20 seconds. Down towards turn 14 we go. And it's a 32.999 full clay as El Jobbo goes into the pits with Warrior Huntsman, who goes fastest lap, a 32.722, a 272, sorry. Cammy is currently in the drop zone. As Kieran says, it's an unusual lid for Clayton. Yeah. I didn't actually notice his helmet. As Teddy Hanky goes fastest with a 131.730. Who is currently on a lap? It is Cammy Mo. That's it, Cammy. As he sets a 52.197, purple first sector, purple second sector. And now he's going to have a lovely tow from the Aston Martin in front. Who I believe is Nico Rosberg. And how will he do as he comes up to the line? Ramped in 16. And he does a 132.774. As we got those coming on outlaps at the back. Ronan 3/10 up. That'll put him ahead of El Jobbo, who is also on a lap. As he goes 8/10 quicker with a 51.990. As we got a comment coming through. Anytime soon. As we go round the last corner. And it is a 32.430 for Ronan. Man at the back so far, Kieran 3/10 up with the 24.40 in the first sector. Kieran, now's the time for that right foot to be heavy. And it's a 52.158 in the second sector, 7/10 up for Kieran. As we go around turn 13, as we got a yellow flag in sector 3, it is Sky and Paranoid. As Kieran comes down to turn 14, braking at around about 80 meters, which ain't bad from Mr. Late Breaker. Took a little bit too much curb. And it's a 32.434. 4 thousandths of a second away from your teammate, Kieran. Well done. As Paranoid slows down in P10. El Jobbo 7/10 up in the third sector, in the second sector. Will he be able to get up top? Oh, a 32 flat for El Jobbo. Paranoid just said, no, I don't want to be in Q3. What about Armin? 7/10 up, 7-3-7 for Armin. As Cammy says, the Williams has destroyed my quality superpower. I want my Merc back. No, Mercedes don't want you back. Will Armin be able to get out of Q2? He does, only just. Sky, who is 2/10 up, which may put Armin into P10. And he comes up to Kieran, who is a bit slow coming out of turn 14, and goes to mow some grass. Very, very nice. And Sky goes into the pit. Paranoid says, no, I've had enough. Kieran's taking the line. And that is our top 10. So it is Nico Rosberg, Paranoid, Cammy, and Clay who are leaving us in Q2. As Cammy says, first time I've failed to make a 2 Q3s in a row since I joined CDR. It's the car, I'm telling you. As Kieran says, I was out of fuel, so I got out of his way. Yeah. As Sky is the only one in the top 10 on the medium tyre. And the top 10 covered by a second. Not bad from the tier 2 boys. Is Colin ever going to come and join me? I guess we'll find out soon. As we enter Q3, as Teddy Hanky does take first so far. I know, Colin. Don't worry. Nice to know that you are watching the stream. And it is dry Q3. As Sky says, I want to thank Ronan for the slip. As Nico says, I'm quite happy with 11th. At least I don't have to start on the softs. That is very, very true. Red Bull, Ferrari and McLaren, the only cars to have both cars in Q3. But is Aiden Gray on an outlap first? Again. Who is going to take that pole spot? And it's now El Jobbo who is going to be the first one. El Jobbo coming out of turn 13. Did Aiden do that for a toe? I wonder. As El Jobbo takes the final corner and is now on a lap. The only car in the pit so far is Kieran, but track evolution. And it is a 24.215 for El Jobbo in the first sector. Whilst Aiden sets a 24.241. As Kieran says, smoke break. Yeah. And it's a 51.928 for El Jobbo, whilst a 51.927 for Aiden. I think he did do it for the toe from his teammate. I guess we'll find out when they both cross the line. And El Jobbo across the line with a 31.917. Aiden a 32.250. Schnitzer comes in with a 32.574, and Warrior Huntsman a 32.248 2000s. Split Huntsman and Aiden. A Sky comes in with a blistering 131.801. Armin a 32.187. And Matthias is next across the line. We'll go on board with him as he rides the curb a little too much, and it's a 32.280, but it will not count. Teddy Hankey a 32 something or other, and Ronan a 1 minute 57.314. El Jobbo charging. Aiden going out on a lap, I believe. No, he is charging as well. As we got a yellow flag in sector 3, which will no doubt be Aiden and El Jobbo. Ronan sets a 52.628 in the second sector. And down one of the longest straights in the F1 calendar, if not the longest. As Ronan sets a 133.689. Kieran a 24.361 in the first sector. As we go around turn 8. And sets a 51.976 in the second sector. Kieran. 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 Come on. Matthias a little far back for the toe from Ronan. And J.O. says Kieran slide in. Oh yes. Everybody loves Kieran slide in. As Ronan comes into the pit. And Matthias set a 1 minute 32.827. Who is currently on another lap. Kieran says Fast and Furious Shanghai Drift Edition. And Cammy says, are we sure Kieran's back from his smoke break? And he's not just driving with the cigarette in his mouth with those limits? Ooh, I don't know. The next driver to cross the line on an outlap is Aidan Gray, who's currently 5th. And 4 tenths away from Sky. And Kieran says got caught on the curb. Yeah, I noticed. As Aiden goes a 1/10 slower in the first sector. How will Aiden do coming out the second sector? Still a 10th down. Jesus! Carl, can you turn your mic up a little bit?
Yes, I can, mate. Last time I did that, it was too loud, so I turned it back down a little bit.
Ah.
So, I don't know how it's going to sound on...
Need to turn it up quite a little bit.
Just hang on.
Alright. As Aiden comes into the pitch.
Yeah, it does seem quite quiet actually. Just give me a second.
El Jobbo comes in.
I've just turned it
Yeah.
up about 3 or 4 clicks.
Yeah, miles better.
I don't know why, it only ever seems to be quiet when I'm with you. But it's perfectly fine when I'm doing comms for other leagues.
El Jobbo comes in for pole.
Normally if I turn it up a little bit like I just did, it starts to like clip a little bit, almost
Yeah.
like echoes. So I try not to echo. I don't know why it does it, to be honest with you.
El Jobbo takes pole with a 1:31.768.
Well, at least one of the Ferrari guys are doing well. I know Aiden's been struggling with tyre wear as well, and I did see Kieran's little slide as well.
As Teddy Hanky goes at 32.007. Aiden retires.
Retired as well. That's in the pits, so.
Yeah.
But with 50 seconds left, I'm not surprised.
Yeah, me neither.
I think there's going to be a lot of early pit stops, because did I hear you say that only one person's on mediums?
Yes, Sky.
Yeah, so the rest of them will be taking quite early pit stops then, because just for one flying lap around here, you're talking around about 10 or 12% wear.
Ooh.
So out lap, flying lap, in lap, 10, 12, maybe 14%. I think when I've done it in practice, I've had 12 to 14%. But I know there's a couple of people who's had just a little bit less, so...
As Kieran comes in,
P6.
yeah, with a 32.195.
It's amazing what you can do when you don't slide around the track. Rhinosaurus is on a slightly better time. Coming out of Sector 2, he was just over 3/10 up on the time.
Not too
So
shabby.
that could chuck him absolutely nowhere.
No.
He's still going to be P10. 32.8.
Who is the next?
About 32.5, 32.7 is where I've been setting for practice quali, so...
As Jado says, Colin, can you turn your mic up anymore?
I can, but I don't want it to echo. It's because you're extremely loud, that's the problem.
As Sky comes in, pole.
There we go, is that better? I've turned it up a couple more clicks, I'm just concerned about it starting to echo, that's all.
A 131.539.
You know what it is, it's because you're so loud. It makes me seem quieter.
Probably.
You are an excessively loud Welshman.
Oh, indeed. As Matthias is coming round turn 15.
I don't know what he did in Sector 2 either, it didn't tell me, I just jumped on board with him as well.
And it's a 132.385.
Which is still P9.
Yeah.
He needed about another 14 thousandths to skip up to P8.
Come on, Kieran.
The only one out
You can make the line.
That's
Good
it.
boy.
I need to turn my TV down a little bit because it tends to echo.
Ah.
Hi, Blue.
Yeah.
J-Doy did say, yeah, Ninja's mic is so loud. Yeah, I know it is.
Alright.
So quiet. It's not because I'm quiet, it's just because Ninja's the loudest Welshman you've ever heard.
Oh no, there's louder.
That's not bad though, I mean...
I'm just gonna turn down my mic. So just give me 2 seconds. Right, is that any better?
That is a little quieter, yeah, that sounds a little bit better to me. I don't know how it would be for the guys watching, if they just let us know if that's a little bit closer to us actually sounding about the same level.
As Kieran says, P6, I'll take that.
Yeah, that's not bad at all. See, I'm quietly confident around here myself.
Ooh, big words. We'll find out on Sunday with that one.
I've been putting in some pretty good times. My times would have rivaled these tier 2 times, at least around the P6, 7, 8 mark.
Yeah.
So, I'm quietly confident I can set a pretty good time. I don't think I'll get pole, I don't think I'll even come close to pole, but I think I will be within the top 10. So, because I've been lapping similar times to Aiden in terms of qualifying pace. So, I mean, I did qualifying practice session with Dan and Aiden last night.
Yeah.
And those two were putting in 32.9s and I was in the 32.5s. So, although in fairness to Dan, he was drunk. So, you know, we can't expect much of Dan when he's drunk.
Nothing better than a drunk Irishman on a Thursday evening.
Whilst doing practice? No, not at all.
Oh, but nice of you to finally join us.
Yeah, apologies about that. I've had a bit of a child issue. Every so often I keep hearing him open his bedroom door, and I'm hoping.
Predicted stop strategy. 12 to 15, and I couldn't get the second option for Sky.
It hasn't come up for me yet. Medium, soft, medium. It said, but I didn't see the laps. I saw it on the screen just a second ago. So
wait.
We've got Paranoid, Clay, Cameron, Jax, and Gameful all starting on the hard tyre, which I'm not surprised by. I'm expecting medium hard, hard medium round here, or soft hard. But if the softs are going to come in, they're probably, after doing a flying lap on them, I would expect 6, maybe 7 laps on them. I don't think anyone will push them too much further because this is a track that just chews your tyres. A lot of
I just realised
their left front wears mostly. So.
Sky's the only one in the top 10 on mediums.
Yeah.
And he's on pole.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So, yeah, a lot of people have complained that their left front takes a lot more wear than anything else. I fine-tuned all my tyre pressures, so all my tyre pressures are within about 2% of each other.
Ooh, not bad.
I think I was, after about 17 or 18 laps on the hard, I think I was running 40 on my left and 37, 38 on my right. It was about 2 or 3% split. So
not too
I'd
bad.
really fine-tune them. Other people have tried my tyre pressures and they can't use them. It's specifically set purely for me. Like Aiden's tried it and they're all over the place for him, but it's down to the way I drive, so I can get them bang on. That's the thing, people's setups and people's tyre pressures won't always work for other people.
No.
Sometimes they will. This is why Kulpi wanted me as his race engineer this season, because I got him some pretty bang on tyre pressures towards the end of last season.
Yeah.
But as I say, unfortunately, not always does one person's tyre pressures carry over to the other.
No.
So it all comes down to different driving styles, whether you're on wheel or pad and stuff like that as well. So I have just got the predicted pit stop strategy: medium hard 12, 15, medium soft medium 10, 13, 16, 18 I think it said. The 10 something was hidden, but I would guess 10, 12, 10, 13 is about right. And then 16, 18 on
soft medium medium for Teddy Hankey.
5, 7, 17, 22. 5, 7, 17, 27. Right, I shall jump to the back.
I'm currently on with Teddy Hankey.
From the back. I'm on with Red Dog, but I'm going to ride
2,
on board
3, 4, 5 red lights. And we're away for China.
That was a long way.
It was. Not as long as last week.
Gameful gets bogged down.
Kieran's out.
Tyres. Oh, Kieran's out already. Wow, that was early.
He didn't even make it to turn 1.
Already. No, I wonder what happened there, because I didn't see anything. Because I was, like I say, I was on board with Red Dog, who was side by side with Gameful, his teammate. He has actually ended up ahead as well. I wonder what happened to Kieran there. He says P6, I'll take that, and then he crashes straight away. And we've got a 5-second penalty for Teddy Hankey for ignoring yellow flags, and a drive-through for Jack Slater for speeding on a virtual safety car. So that's not a good start for either of those two drivers.
No, it is not.
And terribly bad start for Kieran. I'm hoping he'll, because he's watching, he should just drop in and let us know
as
what
Aiden has a 5-second time penalty.
Ignoring yellow flags, yeah, I saw that.
He was waiting for Teddy Hankey to get past, but Teddy didn't.
Ferrari off the start shunted him and he went straight into the wall. Well, that can only have been Aiden then, because Aiden was the only one behind him, I believe, because I believe El Jobo started P2, which is where he currently is. So it has to have been Aiden that shunted him then. Did he just get a bad start, or a clutch failure, or something like that? Because I've had a couple of clutch failures on this game recently. And it is not fun when your car gets bogged down or your clutch
I've had an issue as well with it.
I've actually switched my button over now. I'm hoping I get it right on Sunday, because I've switched it over to my right paddle. People keep saying use the right paddle, because I've been using my brake pedal as my clutch and my clutch as my brake. Just because the clutch is softer, so I use that as a brake.
So Dobber's now in the lead.
I've been using the brake pedal as a clutch, and people have been saying, "Oh, switch it over to your right paddle. It's a lot, like, you know, a lot more consistent.
Easier,
you have a lot less problems with it." Yeah. So, as that is a couple of cars into the pits, Cameron and
Jack Slater.
Jack Slater will be taking his drive through, and Cameron, I'm assuming, must have some sort of damage.
And also,
yeah, and Rhinoceros as well. So I don't
the other Mercedes counterpart of Matthias.
For Cameron, but he has taken a wing. As Jack Slater is on his drive-through. Also's taking a wing because he's got no wing left. And I didn't see what Rhinoceros did, but he threw on mediums. So I don't know if he took a wing, I missed that. I saw Cameron take a wing, and I saw Osso take a wing because he's got no wing at all. But I don't know who else actually took wings there. So Cameron went onto the softs, Rhinoceros went onto the mediums, and Osso's gone straight onto the hards. So if he's gentle with them, could he carry them 27 laps?
Ooh, that's a tall order.
21, 22 out of them, so maybe he'll dip in for softs towards the end of the race. So I'll get another predictor pit stop strategy as I'm on board with El Jobo. 4-6 soft medium, and then 17-21 for another set of mediums. And there was a soft medium hard, but I didn't see what that was either.
Using all three of his compounds.
Yeah, I'm inclined to say he's going to go soft hard. Personally.
Yeah. As DRS is enabled.
Now enabled. Yeah, I mean, I'll be surprised if he doesn't go soft hard.
Yeah.
Just purely because you can hang these hards out for quite a while. I mean, as I said, I did 17 or 18 laps during practice on them, and they weren't massively quick, but they lasted for a long time. I got to around 40% at about 17 or 18 laps, and they still felt pretty solid. So I think you could quite easily carry them 22, 23 laps maybe, something like that. I mean, if you're more gentle on them, like Rhinoceros tends to be, then, you know, he could probably carry him the entire race. Probably.
But we've got Nico Rosberg on the back of Matthias.
Yeah, I was just sitting on with El Jobo. I wasn't really paying a lot of attention to who was close to who just then. I was kind of on a spiel and completely forgot to check who was with.
Yeah, I did the same after the VSE.
Yeah, as Huntsman's just coming out of that long right-hander, I think it turned
13.
13. And he's right on the back of Sky now.
Schnitzy's right on the back of Nico.
And he's on the faster compound, but they both have DRS, so is he going to try and go for the undercut here?
It's all depending.
The undercut, but is he going to get enough out of it? He is alongside, so who's going to concede? It looks like Huntsman's going to concede because Sky made sure that he got the room that he needed there. That does give Huntsman DRS again, and Sky is now outside El Jobo's DRS, so he won't have DRS himself. And that's Warrior on the inside of turn 1 and 2.
But Sky will have
That is move done though.
Yeah.
He didn't quite hang him around the outside, that is move done. So Warrior's now out there, you've got to go hunt down El Jobo. Matthias is on the back of Arman, who's then got Nico on the back of him as well. So this is a three-way battle going on there for P6, 7 and 8.
Schnitzy's on the back of Nico.
Yes, Schnitzy's actually just caught up a little bit. He wasn't quite that close. He was about 9/10. He's actually just caught up as he accelerated out for turn 3. That's quite an odd line the way Schnitzy took that just then. You know, as you go around that left hand off before you go for the right, I found that the best way for me... Oh, he looks a bit wide there. The best way I found to get around that is that you're accelerating through. You come up to 7th. If you lift very slightly and drop down to 6th, the same sort of way as you take cops.
Yes.
You can kind of just keep going. Kind of force it down a gear to slow yourself just slightly, enough to not carry you too wide, and you can get around that a lot easier.
Nico Rosberg having 20% ERS already.
Yeah, but Matthias has only got 30, and...
That is moved on.
I was about to say, Arman's only got 30 himself, so they've all got around about the same, besides Schnitzy, who's down to like 8%.
Oh.
As he gains a little bit back from breaking into the last
Arman now having DRS.
Just rinsing it. 3%. You do not want to be running it that low this early, it's just not worth it.
Teddy Hankey on the back of Aiden.
See, this is the problem with being on the softs at the start. You get stuck behind people on mediums and you just can't get past them. Unless you can get past them on that back straight, because it's so long. But once you get a DRS train, you can't even get past those people. Like this with Schnitzy, Nico, Arman, Matthias. Matthias is in the worst position because he's right at the front of this little train.
Yeah.
But the other guys...
Oh, Teddy Hankey's gone backwards.
Lost Hankey. Yeah, he's...
In the gravel.
Yeah, that's coming out of...
Going into... No.
Oh, no, it's not. Sorry, I've completely misread the map then. That was...
Going into turn 8.
Yeah, 7 and 8, weren't it? Yeah. It was where I was just talking about not too long ago, as we've got another car off. That's Red Dog, in almost the same place.
Ooh.
What they'll have done there, for a guess, is carried too much around as he's not let his tyres cool down and he's spinning around again, Red Dog. What they've done is carry too much speed around one corner, and then as you try and flick back from the left to the right,
it spins.
And the tail's just stepped out, and if they've clipped the curb, it's made it 10 times worse. I've done it a couple of times myself. It's very easy to do.
Schnitz is going to go in between Nico and Armin. He needled it.
Stormed straight through the middle of them both.
That ain't bad.
That's put him in a bad position as well, because now he's the one at the front.
But he has got
Henke and Matthias in. Matthias is on mediums. Henke, I'll tell you in a second when it finally changes.
He's probably getting rid of that 5 second he had.
Yeah, he'll be getting rid of that 5 second, and it'll finally tell us what tyres on mediums.
Aha.
I'm quite surprised to see people going mediums, which means they're going soft, medium, medium, or soft, medium, soft. I was expecting a lot of medium hards or soft hards, as Armin's been really wide, and loses out to Cammy there as well. I don't think there's any wing damage. I think that's just. Yeah,
I think we may get a double overtake in final sector with Warrior and Sky.
I'm going to sit on board with Sky then. I don't think Sky's going to be close enough. I think Warrior might, but I don't think Sky will get there. No, Warrior's not close enough. And he has got his pit window open, so he could pit any time now. Same for El Jobbo as well, actually, in fact. I thought El Jobbo was going to, but Huntsman does. He's pitted, Sky stayed out, but he's too far back to make anything happen for this lap anyway. But the thing is, the mediums will be coming on and those softs will be starting to go off now. 4 or 5 laps and they start to just
die out
after that. And remember, these guys will have put their qualifying laps on, so it might say 6 laps now for El Jobbo and Schnitzy, but you've got to remember then on top of that they've got an out lap, a flying lap and an in lap, which is going to put the equivalent of another 12% on their tyres, so it's the equivalent of another couple of laps probably. You know, 2-3 laps, depending on how hard they ran them on their out lap and their in lap. So
well, that's the thing, it all depends how many laps they've done as well.
As Aiden's pitted and he's gone hard, Armin's gone mediums, and I don't think anyone else pitted there. Huntsman's gone mediums, that's what I was looking for. I knew there was someone else. So there is a variation of pit stop strategies here.
Yeah.
Oh, so Kieran did actually say his start was decent, but the Ferrari got a better start, which means it must have been Aiden then. He got a better start than Kieran, and unfortunately something's happened that's caused those two to come together that put Kieran in the wall.
Sky's now lining up. El Jobbo pulls it out.
I'm on board with that. That's move done. I don't think El Jobbo will fight that. He'll probably pit now, I would think.
His pit window isn't open.
It was. It was open.
There we go.
There you go, he's coming in. Yeah, it was open on the last lap, which means it obviously closed, but that doesn't mean he's not going to pit anyway.
True.
You know, screw what Jeff says, do what you want. It's what we all do in it.
Basically.
He's the worst race engineer in the world. As Matey Boys put a move on Clay there as well.
As
Clay
Sky's now got a 10-second gap.
And Clay will have DRS as he goes a little wide there. Gaining. Is he going to go? Oh, just a little tag there on his own front wing. He didn't pull out far enough to the right. And he shoved Matey Boy a bit.
As Colby says, go on Alpine.
So that is, that's unfortunate for Clay. I think he might have had a little late sort of break into turn 1 and maybe forced Matey Boy around the outside, but unfortunately he failed that to pull out far enough to the right as he went to go around him and just tagged his wheel with his own front wing.
Yeah.
So now he's almost a second down, so he's going to struggle to bring that back because he's on the slower compound tyre as well.
Warrior Huntsman making the gap smaller, too paranoid.
He's running low on fuel already. I wonder if anyone else is. Cammy is as well. So both Cammy.
Give me 1 second, Carl.
Tyres are under fueled for this race, so they must be expecting a safety car. So we could be looking at a couple of guys running out of fuel towards the end of this race. Because from what I've seen, you're going to be needing around about half a lap or so, as Nico Rosberg is disconnected apparently. Let's just see if I can quickly fire him an invite. So unfortunately I can't see what's going on at the minute, because I am just trying to send Nico Rosberg an invite because he appears to have disconnected on us for some reason. As Osso's now picked up 3-second time penalty there for track limits. So Sky's got a good lead at the minute. About 13 seconds over Cammy, but he is yet to stop as well. Paranoid up there in P5, who hasn't stopped yet, but he's on hard tyres, so. As I've completely lost the timing board, so I've no idea how close anyone is to anyone else, but El Jobbo is about to make a move on Paranoid. So although you guys can't see this because Ninja's gone wandering again, El Jobbo is through on Paranoid on his fresh hard tyres. That was under DRS, so Paranoid would now get DRS himself.
Indeed he does.
Slightly wide there himself. But saying that, they've got around about the same ERS as well, so that's not going to be an advantage for him either. Oh, that was a bit of curb there that you don't want to take into turn 1, Paranoid. Do not want to run that curb, because that curb will eat you up and spit you out, no problem.
Aiden's right on the back of Schnitzy going into turn 1.
So he is. Unfortunately, I couldn't really see that because I still haven't got any timing boards back. I'm sort of about 3/4 of the way down the grid, just waiting for the last few guys to kind of cross the line, because we lost him midway through lap 9 for some bizarre reason. As Matthias has just made a move past Play there as well.
Will Aiden be able to get this move done?
That was on the exit of 3 and 4. It's a strange place for the move to happen.
Unless
I think Clay might have been listening, because he's just done what I was saying about, which was shifting down from 7th to 6th as you come through the left-hander. But then he got a bit of curb on the right-hander that didn't really help him. So that was kind of unfortunate. And it has put Arman within touching distance of him now, and he'll get DRS.
As the two Aston Martins have now swapped.
Yeah, Nico Rosberg had disconnected, but I did send him an invite, so it does look like he's back.
Yeah.
I didn't see him join. I wasn't paying enough attention to the bottom of my screen to see it, because I've got my wheel in the way. But
you're using the wheel again, are you?
Yeah, I already had it connected up. I was practicing with the guys earlier tonight, so I kind of just didn't switch back over to my remote.
That's fair enough.
So Clay is still on the back of Arman. He's half a second down. He's creeping close, but he's just not going to get close enough. It's the difference in the medium and hard side. Oh, he goes very deep into turn 1. Very, very deep.
That's not going to help him.
No, but he does seem to have stayed close enough. So I don't think that was terribly bad. I mean, he's lost a couple of tenths there, I reckon. He was about 4 tenths down. He's now about 6 tenths down. So he's lost a couple of tenths, but it's not drastic to his race.
Yeah. As Cam Porter's now in the pits after 11 laps.
It says 8 on my screen.
Oh.
He pitted early, remember?
Oh wait, yeah. Yeah.
He pitted on lap 2 or 3 or something. I think he picked up some damage. In fact, it was lap 1, lap 2, so I don't know, that's 8. Then again, it would have been the end of 8, start of 9, so yeah, that makes sense. It's alright, I completely lost track of my train of thought there.
Well done.
But Nico Rosberg is getting quite close to the back of Huntsman, but because he's on 7 lap older tyres, I don't think he'll have a run at his teammate. I think he'll just let him stay ahead.
Yeah. As 2 Mercedes, I believe, are going to switch. Yes, they are.
No, they're not. No, they're fighting for position.
Oh.
Matey Boy is fighting tyres for position there. I'm surprised by that because Matey Boy's on 10 lap old tyres, so he should be releasing his teammate to chase down Gameful, who's on 11 lap old hards. So I think Matthias will go for a run at him here, and he does in turn 1. Makes him go the long way around it.
Armin now joining that party.
Backed out. Yeah, that's what I mean. Those two battling each other hasn't helped themselves because now they've got Armin on the back of them. And who's on almost as fresh tyres as what Matthias is, so that may have been a poor strategy call between the 2 teammates there. So Nico's still just hanging off the back of Huntsman here, just taking his DRS and just chilling on the back of him here. Just kind of allowing his teammate to drag him along, but saying that, Huntsman's down to like 10% ERS, Nico's got about 35, so it's allowing
could to potentially see a swap.
More. Yeah, maybe just see a swap and let Huntsman take a bit of DRS and a bit of free ERS building up. But again, it comes down to whether they're actually, you know, kind of talking to each other and trying to help each other or not. Because right now, it doesn't seem like they are.
No.
That's half the problem when it comes to teammates. They don't talk enough. As Sky's now pitted 12 laps on mediums, so what tyre is he going to go on?
Hard.
That's a hard, so he will go to the end now. That'll be 16 laps on those.
I would have thought mediums for that kind of... Oh wait, no, he's just been on the mediums, haven't he?
No, he's done 12 on mediums already. And to be honest, the mediums get absolutely chewed up around here the same way that the softs do. The hards are honestly, like, they just last so much longer than anything else.
Yeah.
I know they're supposed to last longer, but in terms of actual laps, like I said, 17 or 18 laps, and I put 40% on a set of hards. So, for sure, the best strategy is probably going to be medium hard. Just purely because they're the most hard-wearing compound of tyres. With how much this track just chews your tyres to shreds. It's either that or you're looking at a 2-stop. You're looking soft, medium, medium, or soft, medium, soft. Yeah. Depending on how much you can hang out those softs.
All depends. So, tyre wear.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm surprised if we don't see Cammy and Nico Rosberg coming in shortly, maybe for a set of hards as well, which will promote Warrior into provisional first, but he's on the mediums, whereas Sky and El Jobbo behind are going to be on hard, so those two will go to the end. So it's going to go down to the gap, and there's only about 3 to 8 seconds, I think, between the 3 of them.
Between who?
Between Warrior and El Jobbo, there's about 3 seconds, and it's about 6 or 7. I slightly overestimated with the gap then from Warrior to Sky. Yeah,
as you said, Cammy's in the pit.
Cammy's pitted, but Nico hasn't. He's hanging it out an extra lap. But I'm not sure why, because I don't think he'll get an overcut here. Not with people coming in on these at 12 laps, and I know these mediums don't last great. Not unless he's found some way of making his tyres last, but as I said earlier on, a lot of people were complaining that the left front is just being chewed up around this place. And I remember last season I was having exactly the same problem.
Yeah. As Matthias is now on the back of Gameful. Now I believe that is Teddy Henke, who has had a bit of a spin.
People are listening to our stream, because I'm starting to see people do exactly what I was talking about now. Whether they already knew or whether they've heard what I said, I'm not sure, but I am seeing people start to do it. Just dropping into 6th and then allowing the car to then come back up to 7th as you're coming out of the right, the left-hander.
Yeah. As we've got Clay and Schnitzy fighting.
Is Nico going to go for a run at his teammate here? He's close enough. He has. He's gone for a run at his teammate. They've just swapped positions, but he's down to 3% ERS.
Now would be the time to pit, I think.
Now, yeah, now would be the time to pit. That would have been a really good in-lap.
No.
And he doesn't, he stays out. As Huntsman goes wide, that won't have helped him because that could have been a warning. And now Jobbo is slowly catching them. His tyres will be coming into their own now. He's about 6 laps on them, 5-6 laps around here, and they should be scrubbed in good and properly. So he's starting to catch them both up now. Down around about 2.6 seconds behind Huntsman and reeling them in slowly. But this could be Huntsman's way of pulling away a little bit, is to just use the DRS from his teammate.
Yeah.
It could just give him a little bit of an advantage as his teammate comes into pit, which maybe he'll do this lap, because I do think that those
pit window is now open.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean a whole lot, as we've seen already. A lot of people just ignore their pit windows.
Yeah.
Clay's is also open as well. Although I can't understand why he's only put 14 laps on those hards. I'd go a handful more laps.
Oh, Matthias has just spun and Armin's just gone straight into him.
Whoa! Yeah, I've just seen Matthias there. Armin, I think, went through him, unless you saw him actually hit him.
No,
Like
no, he didn't ghost.
I was going to say, as Schnitzy came up to it, he was ghosted and he went straight through.
Yeah, Armin wasn't he didn't ghost for Armin.
Yeah, he's lost his left end plate. So that's unfortunate for Armin there. That means he's going to have to pit. And he only came in a handful of laps ago, so that's probably going to be another set of mediums and carry him to the end. That's about 13 or 14 laps, so it is doable. So,
as Armin's now joined Clay and Schnitzy.
Just give me a minute, the little one's awake again.
As Armin's now into the pits. Halfway into the race so far, and Nico Rosberg, who came in for the pre-race chat, is in first. Yeah, as you can see, Nico's tyres are screwed from his little exit of turn 13. Is he going to pit this lap? No. Strange call from as Teddy Henke and Jack Slater are having a bit of fun. As Aiden Gray now stormed ahead of Cammy. As we got a comment come through, and it is mechanical. And it says, I wonder if Nico is trying to go medium soft. Ooh. He may be. As Cammy trying to get that gap down to as small as possible. Will he be able to get that gap small enough? As Huntsman's now into the pits. And not Nico. Cammy a bit too far back behind Aiden. As Huntsman's just leaving the pits. And now he's going to be a part of this battle for 5th. And he is on the medium tyre. Let's have a look further down the field as Matey Boy is right on the back of Arman. Is he going to try and make a move soon? Let's go on board with him. 57% ERS and 16 for Arman. Gonna be risky, but will it pay off? Guess we'll find out in a few corners time. As Warrior Huntsman now on the back of Cammy and still closing. And Nico's now finally into the pits. And he is electing the soft tyre. As Schnitzy goes into P3. Will Nico be able to get ahead of his teammate? He does. The overcut actually worked. And Colin says he called it. Yes, yes you did, Colin. Yes, yes you did. But Sky closing down on Aljobo. And we've got a yellow flag in Sector 2, that is Warrior Huntsman, who's given a little bit of too much right boot by the looks of things. But Cammy still behind Aiden. Will he be able to get the move done now? There we go. Oh, Aiden. As Aiden goes too much on the break, and that is Warrior Huntsman out, and he's gone into the pits to retire. With 8 laps left to go, Sky 9/10 behind Aljobo now. Will he be able to close in? Sky's been on the hard tyre for 6 laps, Aljobo 11. As we got another comment, and it will no likely be Colin. Yeah, looks like he crashed into the pit entry wall. Oh. Not very nice. As Sky now half a second behind Aljobo. Is he going to take the lead? As you can just see Teddy Henke in the background, who is now being lapped. Bless you. As my girlfriend decides to sneeze. And it's Nico Rosberg who takes the fastest lap again. How close is he to his old fastest lap? Let's have a look. Fastest lap, 1:34.676. He's beaten it. He has beaten his old fastest lap. Yellow flag in sector 2. Cameron, what are you doing? 4 tenths now the gap to El Jobbo from Sky. Will he make this move? Done at before or after turn 14? As we got another comment come through, Nikki, I'm on the edge of my seat hoping Clay doesn't crash out. Might be the first race I've seen where he doesn't. I mean, he's in a good position, P8, that ain't bad. As Teddy Henke picks up another 3-second penalty. And Cameron says, worst start to the season possible for me. It kind of looks like that as Nico Rosberg beats it, his fastest lap by around about 7 tenths. Not bad, Nico, not bad. And Sky 4 tenths behind, and Cammy still behind Aiden. Will he be able to take P5 with 6 laps to go? Gap 3.5 tenths between Aiden and Cammy. As we get another comment come through, and it is from Mechanic Car. Cammy's underfueled. Yes, he is. Anybody else? Nico Rosberg's pit window is open again. Red Dog and Teddy Henke, who has decided to have a spin. And Cammy says, no, Cameron says, got brake jacked under the VSC on lap 1, lost the front wing, was not coming back from that. Ooh, and there is a safety car. Ooh, a late safety car, and that is Teddy Henke. Ross, I would have stayed out there, mate. I would have stayed out. As soon as I retire from Cameron. Yeah. Identical stops between El Jobbo and Sky. As is Jack Slater going to be allowed to overtake the safety car? Yes, he is. Or, Colin, if I was you, I'd get back as soon as you can. As Cameron says, all I needed was a safety car. Nice. 5 laps left to go. As the Mercedes safety car is off. Now this will put everyone closely together again, as Gainful, Osso and Ronan are all on the pits. Ronan's gone for the medium tyre. As we got a comment come through. And it is from Mechanical. Aiden on mediums too. Strange. As Clay's now been promoted to P5. Safety car should be in next lap, if not, wow. Depends how quickly everyone can catch up. This is going to be an interesting battle between the people at the front to try and take that P1 position. Everyone's ERS bar Armand is at 100. Oh, Ronan. Also, Jax and Red Dog, who are all trying to catch up. And is the safety car going to be in this lap? As we got another comment come through. Mechanical, I'm watching Kami here, still under fueled. Ooh. I think I'm going to have one more lap of safety car. Yeah, we are. As we just wait. Is that game for odds into the pits? Strange. Late stop from Gainful. By the way, everyone now will get a point, as I've just noticed. As the safety car heads towards 2. Or is it 6? It's either 5 or 6. It is turn 6. Kami, go into lean mix. You'll gain some fuel back. Tom Taylor, please can you show pens, warnings even? Penalties, Osso 3, gain for 6. And then we've got incidents. Let's go. Who's I'm looking for El Jobbo, if he's got any. No. He's just got out a yellow fuel. No. Sky or El Dorbo have no warnings. From what I could see with that brief little look as safety car goes into the pits. And Nico Rosberg goes on to his ERS and tries to attack Sky into the first corner. Will he manage to? Aiden and Clay side by side. Nico Rosberg trying to keep up with Sky and El Dorbo. And Gainful and Red Dog have come together by the looks of things. And Mechanical says possible DRS on last lap only. No, it'll come on lap 27. Wait, no, yeah. Carl, you're right. DRS will be open on last lap. Let's go further down the order. Also, Bosso on the back of Ronan. You could have gone down the inside there, and that is Alman who has just hit the wall at the worst possible opportunity. Worst possible opportunity? Worst possible time. Let's go with time. No use of big words from Ninja today. Nico Rosberg on the back of Sky again. As we just wait for that yellow flag from Sector 3 to go. There we go. 5-10 split Sky and El Dorbo. 3 split Sky and Ross. And also Bosso picks up another 3-second time penalty. Can Ross make the move on Sky? Who's got the higher downforce? As Ross bogs down out of turn 15. And as we go on to the last lap, DRS is now enabled with only one opportunity to really make a move. Ross, you're really trying. As Matey Boy is on the back of Clay. As El Dorbo pulling away from Sky a little bit.
I thought I'd try and jump back in.
Yeah.
Just for the last half a lap.
Hello, hello.
This is going to be really close for the finish between Sky, Nico and El Dorbo. It's going to come down to DRS on that last run down the back straight.
Yeah.
Could really screw El Dorbo as well.
Oh yeah, as we just come up to turn 12.
I mean, these three are guaranteed top 3 unless something goes drastically wrong with one of them.
Ross activates his ERS.
More ERS. I do mean slightly more as well.
Will Sky be able to take it? I think he's too far back.
Oh, he's going to try and go round the outside. He is slightly ahead. No, he's got bogged down slightly coming out of that second to last turn there. Oh, as he shoves El Jobbo wide.
And there's El Jobbo who picks up the win.
As Nico Rosberg picks up fastest lap, 34.110.
Why is Nico going backwards?
I don't know. That's obviously a bug in the game, but he was third.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but it's suddenly given him like 5 or 6 seconds of penalty, which it's not told us why it's done. I don't think he had any unserved penalties or anything like that, so it will be.
Let me just have a look.
Sky, Nico,
Snitsy,
Aiden, top 5.
Yeah.
So he will just have to report that into the stewards and have that given back to him. So
right, something out of consideration is driver of the day.
To be honest, it's quite difficult for me to call because obviously I've missed quite a lot of it due to a child issue. So I think I'll let you do. Because you've been here doing the whole race, so.
Nico is a shout. P11 to P3.
Yeah, that is a good shout. Matey Boy did well, 19 to 41 to 7. That was the number I was looking for. I almost said 14 because that's where Clay came from and he came 8. No, because Nico will only move back up to 3rd from 6th, won't he? So he will still be P7. It's only going to be Cammy, Aiden, Snitsy that move back
right, yeah. But yeah, I'm going to go with Nico for this one.
Good shout. Yeah, for some reason it looks like he's added a 5-second time penalty to him.
Oh wait, he did have penalties.
Did he?
But yeah. As I forget to scroll down the order.
Why is it giving him a 5-second penalty though?
I don't know.
I don't think that's right. I think that's completely wrong.
Right. Are we gonna get El Jobbo in?
If you would like to.
If you would like to, yeah. By the looks of things, I'm not sure. I'm not sure at all. Wait, I think no, El Jobbo is in. I've just DM'd El Jobbo there. Just see if he wants to have a couple of words with us. He says he doesn't know how to do that.
That's fine, sure.
Yeah. Well, after quite a extreme race.
Yeah, just a little.
I've been CDR Ninja.
For what little I've been here.
I've been somewhat joined by Mechanical. But we'll see you on track here at China on Sunday.